All right, episode 53 of By the Number. 53.
There's the.
All right.
Yeah, give us
what
a
have
like,
we
everyone.
I know. Hit the like button. What have we got going on tonight?
We got 5 movies. We'll say great movies, but we got 5 movies. We
Five
got
movies.
Ferrari in the theater. We got Role Play on Amazon Prime. We got Lift on Netflix. We got Abandoned on Netflix. And we got Retirement Plan on Blu-ray and Hulu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thinking about my retirement plan right now.
Right.
But all right, what do you say we get this started?
Let's get going, man.
All right, and away we go. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us as the Faces for Radio podcast presents By the Numbers, where we take new releases in theater, streaming, or video. We watch them, we review them, we let you know our thoughts. I'm your host, David, and my co-host is
Rich. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. You know, this wasn't a bad week.
It wasn't a great week.
It wasn't a great week. It wasn't the best week. I expected more out of certain movies.
Me too.
But I did get pleasantly surprised by a couple as well. So, but nothing really like jumped out and bit me like last week. Last week's show, the top 3 movies were all really, really good.
Yeah, they were.
So, and
what's up, Corey?
Corey's in the house. What's up, Corey? Good to see you. We got a bunch of people over on KB Loves Movies channel. My second cousin KB is doing his live stream. So I understand we're going to get people kind of trickling in after they get done. But we go every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Rich's time. At least until March, and then we'll go back to our regular time. But I love you too.
She's smiling. She's tired. She just got done with volleyball practice.
I heard. Man, volleyball's tough, bro. That's I mean, well, when my daughter took it when she was in junior high, and she spent a lot of time, taking the volleyball to her face. So
I'm not laughing at her, I swear. That's just funny the way you said it.
Because it was like we're sitting there watching, and we're like, "Go, Amanda!" and a pow, and I'm like. And she goes, I'm okay. She just keeps on playing. It didn't phase her a bit, but her head like jerks back. And I'm like, whoa, Jesus. But my daughter was the smallest person on the field, and she would have rather played football. I tried to get her to do football.
Oh, really?
But the principal of the school put the kibosh on it, even though I was the coach.
Oh,
no, girls can't play football. I says it doesn't say anywhere on here that girls can't play football.
Nowadays she could have.
I says it's flag football, number one. It's not full contact. It's flag football. So she could have played.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one person to play my last year that I coached. I got one girl that wanted to be on the team and finally talked the principal and let me do it. But didn't get there with my daughter, unfortunately, because she would have rather played football than volleyball for sure.
But before we get started, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Oh, I've just got water, bro.
You just got water? I got
just doing water.
Ice.
You got your sparkling ice?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, man,
I had a great vanilla chai tea that I just drank, but I finished that one off. So all I've got is water left. But so yeah. So as we do, there are 5 movies We watch them, we review them, and then we rank them and from 5 to 1. Well, I rank them 5 to 1 by the average score because Rich doesn't know the score. He just gives me his individual scores for each category. I total it up, do the math. I, sit there naked with Cheetos in a beanbag chair, and I do all this stuff.
I don't even know my own scores because I never add them up myself.
No, he just goes, here you go, and lets me do all that. And then he gets pleasantly surprised or unpleasantly surprised, depending on what gets ranked where when we do the show. So what we do is we say, oh, hey, so which do you think, Rich, was our lowest scored movie this week?
This is easy. It has to be The Retirement Plan because that shit was terrible. God, that movie was terrible.
All right, so let's take a look at our number 5 or our last place movie this week.
I haven't seen my daughter, and now her daughter shows up at my front doorstep with not a word.
I think my parents are in some kind of trouble.
Yeah, this is Retirement Plan. It's Nicolas Cage and Ron Perlman and Jackie Earl Healy and Ashley Greene. I mean, it's got a cast in it.
It does.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't written well. The dialogue in this is pretty bad.
And the acting.
The acting is terrible.
We could have done a better job.
Everybody phoned this in. It was just kind of like, okay, we're just gonna do this.
You could have played Nicolas Cage. I could have thrown a wig on, pushed my tits together, and been Ashley Greene's character, and we would have been
Ashley Greene. Yeah, I would have went and saved you, bro. That was it. Would have been no problem.
Yeah,
and I could probably move faster than Nicolas Cage in this movie. I could have done that. I could have been Ron Perlman's part for sure. I could have done that. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it wasn't horrible for me, but it wasn't good. And it's not something that I'm going to recommend. No. There were a couple scenes that made me chuckle, but my 5-year-old brain was like, he said, when he made fun of the guy, when he hit the guy in the throat, I kind of laughed. Yeah. I laughed at that. I thought that was funny. Some of the, and then you get like Ernie Hudson is in this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And he was worthless in the movie. And I'm just like, why are they doing this? It doesn't make sense.
When you're in the hotel, the sets look so cheap.
It was like, I don't know, maybe they spent all the budget on the cast and nothing on the,
it just looked weird to me.
The squibs of the bullets the bullet holes made me upset because I was like, that doesn't look right. It was like the way that when they shot each other and stuff, it just looked wrong. There wasn't, they could have done away, but I could have thrown a ketchup pack at you and it would have looked better than some of the gunshots that were happening in this movie. What's up, Reed?
What's up, Reed? How you doing, man?
Reed jumping over from KB's channel. I saw you over there. But no, I'm not accusing you of cheating on us, but I was supposed to be on that show, but unfortunately it crossed with some of the other stuff that we were doing. But I'm supposed to be on there later on this year when we do, like, they're doing some Gen X panel thing. And I know you and I both qualify as Gen X. but yeah, this is a no. This is a no.
Don't waste your money buying it on Blu-ray. No, if you're semi-curious, it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu. This is something literally you could put it on and then go make dinner and maybe, move furniture around the living room, clean the floor, do some vacuuming. It's not, it's Nicolas Cage sporting the grunge look. That's the thing. It's got a cast in it, but it's so bad for the level of people that are in this movie where you're like, I can't believe that they would do this. This would be something. I mean, they're not amazing actors, but they're all people that I've seen do good work. I'm maybe not Ashley Greene but I
bad in 302.
She's not bad. And God, there was something else that we watched. I think it was a horror movie.
Yeah, I think
that I liked her in, and I can't remember the name of it. But I like Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I like Ernie Hudson. I like Jackie Earl Healy, and he was the bad guy in here, but he basically reminded me of his Bad News Bears character. And I was like, not, I was like, I'm not afraid of you, dude. You're like 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I was waiting for him to pull his cigarette out of his
yeah. But I don't know. It just, there wasn't enough good for me to say, yes, go watch this movie. But if you're just looking for some kind of filler, or you want to play a drinking game to see how many times every time Nicolas Cage says, well, then you do a shot, then you'll be drunk by 30 minutes into the movie. So, no, it was filmed in the Cayman Islands. Some of the Cayman Islands shots were okay, but they still,
it's weird.
It's
weird. Very cheap.
Yeah, it was like they didn't show enough of that. So the way that they filmed it, it was like they were on the Cayman Islands, but they were on a set at the Cayman Islands. So everything you saw was like through a window or something like that. They had and then the beach shot where the kid first meets Grandpa. All you see is him and the beach and like a little bit of water in the background. You don't really get a good shot of the coast or anything. There was a couple of decent shots, but it was the visual effects, the practical effects that they did in there were so bad that it really kind of soured the milk all the way across.
Like when they're beating the door down in the hotel room, the door looked like it was paper thin. It's like, come on, it's just put a little more effort in set design.
Yeah, right. Put a decent door on there.
Go to Menards, buy a good door. Ain't that expensive?
I know. It's a hotel room, and they have the electronic locks. And when you have an electronic lock, the door has to be thicker.
Yeah, because it was weird.
It was like one of those doors that you see like on a closet where they hang the coats in the hallway. That's what that door seemed like. It was just, I've punched through doors like that, and it's just like, but it's gonna probably be one of Rich's low fives. I wouldn't be surprised. Not mine. Not mine. I think it's there were some things that I liked about it, but not enough to even warrant recommending this movie. I'm kind of in the meh. I was just kind of all right.
I was out bleh.
Yeah, he was like, dude, I just threw up in the tub. Mm-hmm. And I was like, dude, you threw up in the tub. But yeah, this is not a recommendation. This is if you're desperate, go ahead, but do not
watch porn.
Watch porn. Watch porn. The acting's better.
Better ending.
And the script is better. It's probably written better. The practical effects are better. Hopefully it's 90 minutes or less.
It was right around that, wasn't it?
It was right around that.
Yeah. I watched this a couple weeks ago, and it's just, I was like, oof.
Yeah. 1 hour 43 minutes. So just a little bit over an hour and a half.
Yeah.
The synopsis is when Ashley and her young daughter Sarah are caught up in a criminal enterprise that puts their lives at risk, she turns to the estranged father, Matt, currently living the life of a retired beach bum in the Cayman Islands. And there's really no character development.
Yeah.
Not that it would have mattered, but you really just like all of a sudden the little girl shows up at Grandpa's house and he's like,
how did she get there?
Well, she flew in the plane.
Well,
by herself.
But that made no sense.
That made no sense. And then she was like, and then the flight attendant was like, oh, I'll help you get off the plane. And then she'd like, she took an Uber and she, I know she took a taxi and stuff, but how did she pay for it? What happened?
Yeah.
There was no, like I said, there was no character. They didn't write it well. It was just kind of, and I don't know. I'm going to treat it.
I'm looking at my scores now. Oof.
Yeah. I'm going to treat it like shit through a goose and just like, this is in and out, like slicker than owl shit. I would just say, no, Just
Don't watch
don't.
it.
I'm still like I'm like barely middle of the road personally, but I can't recommend it. I'm not.
Yeah.
There were a couple of funny scenes that I liked. There is a physical release. I almost bought this bitch, and
Oh, so I would have made fun of you, Dave. I'm sorry.
you made fun of me for Skinamarink, and I deserve that. But
Because it's
no,
on Blu-ray now.
This is already at Walmart.
Yeah.
On sale. It's been out for a few weeks, and just came out to Hulu, and I was like, you know what? Because I saw it and I went and looked it up, and I was like, you know what? It's gonna be on Hulu. Let's just watch it on Hulu. I'm getting smarter. I'm getting a little smarter.
Yes. And you have a New Year's resolution too. You gotta stick to.
I do, and I think I've done okay so far. Steve is in the house.
Steve?
What's up, Steve? Good to see you.
No.
This had a theatrical release.
It did? No way it did.
Yeah, it made $6,300 in the theater.
Russia?
And it was worldwide, so it was probably one of those that was released in like Russia or Australia or some shit. But unfortunately, I can't get to my page that has where it was released and stuff, because apparently it had a virus on it. So now my computer's like, nope, we're not going to that site anymore. And I was like, okay, guess I won't do that again. But yeah, it made $6,300 in the theater. So by today's prices, I think it sold 14 tickets.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go to our highlights. And okay, let's go to our final score. No, so we definitely you gave a 9 to the cast, and then your next highest score is a 5 for the genre. And I gave a 10 to the cast, and I did give a couple of 6s, one for genre and one for the ending. A couple of 5s in there too, but
I would have given it a 10 for the cast, but I couldn't remember the girl's name. I knew her face.
Which one? Ashley Green?
Yeah, I couldn't remember her until after the movie was over, and I was like, "Oh, Ashley fucking Green."
Yeah, I saw her and I was like, "Oh, Twilight chick."
Yeah, I knew her face, but I couldn't think of her name.
Yeah, no, this is not a recommendation. This is like, yeah, you know what? This is probably one to stay away from. But hey, if you're desperate, you're desperate. It's not 1, 2, 3. Am I missing that score? Oh, you turd bucket. How rude. All right, let's go to our final scores on Retirement Plan. Coming in 5th, you guys. IMDb is giving this a 5.0. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 60%. Audience score 43%. Rich, you gave it a 32. I gave it a 57. Total average score 44.5.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay?
Hope you're doing good. Hope you're staying warm. We got more snow coming tomorrow night. Fucking over snow.
So over the snow.
Yeah.
All right. So, but you know, yeah, it's not great coming out of the gate. But what do we think we have for our number 4 movie?
I'm just gonna go by how I felt about these movies. I'm gonna go with role play.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at our number 4 movie this week.
The wife's real name is Anna Peller. Wanted for contract killings across several continents.
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, this is a role play, you guys. It's on Prime right now. For the love of God, no
Right,
more.
Jay?
No. I'd like to get some snow, but yeah, every time they say, "Oh, you're gonna get snow," and then I don't get snow. But
this movie sucked. I've come to the realization Kaylee Cuoco I've only seen her I've seen her in a lot of things, but I've only liked her in like 3 things. Of course, I loved her in Big Bang Theory. I loved her in that one show she has on HBO Max, where she played like the flight attendant.
Flight attendant, yeah.
Yeah, I liked her in that. And I liked her in that Kevin Hart movie she did early, Wedding Ringer or Wedding something. I liked her in that. But as she gets older, she picks terrible roles.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't have a problem with this one. I actually kind of liked it. There were some glaring issues. So it's not really well made. And basically it's the plot for True Lies. If you look, it's True Lies. Only the roles are reversed. And also Kaylee Cuoco doesn't do hardly any action scenes in this movie. And she's supposed to be the assassin. So, except for like a couple of spots, otherwise you don't really see her doing anything. Except, either getting away or doing something behind.
I do like, there was one scene
or something.
I don't know if it was really her, but towards the end, they show the trailer where she's
What's up, Brian?
You see her like in a far off shot. The husband's kind of like, "Oh shit, what's going on behind the van?" I kind of liked that.
She's like, "I got to go to work now," and she goes,
"Yeah." And then the hotel scene where she's fighting the old fart.
Yeah, which is Bill Nye, fighting Davy Jones, and I'm like, okay, so he's an assassin too, and I'm like, okay, but and then there's Connie Nielsen, who is the agent that's supposedly after her, which there's a total other story along with that. I don't know, that seemed a little convoluted to me. I didn't really care for that part. I liked the ending. That's where I finally saw her, and that was the whole thing where the husband hid behind the car and she went around and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. There was some really good action there toward the end, like the last 20 minutes. I was like, okay, this is a decent assassin type action movie, and I liked the ending of it. There was something in the middle that I liked, but a lot of it was like she was trying to hide shit from the husband, and the husband was trying to figure out what was going on, and the agents were coming after him, and then the whole thing with the old guy in the hotel. So let me read the synopsis on this. It says Emma has a wonderful husband and 2 kids in the suburbs of New Jersey. She also has a secret life as an assassin for hire, a secret that her husband Dave discovers when the couple decide to spice up their marriage with a little role play. So they decide to role play, go to a hotel to get some yum yum, and she gets found out.
The way you say that, it just rolls out like yum yum.
Yeah, it's yum yum. So she's getting a little yum yum, and she runs into Bob the assassin, who recognizes her and knows there's a contract out on her, so he tries to kill her, and then everything just kind of breaks down from there. That being said, I did enjoy this, but there was another movie that we're going to talk about tonight that I thought this one would be better than the other one as far as action comedies go.
Yeah.
That's what these are supposed to be. I thought this one would be better than the other one, but the other one turned out to be way better than this one.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that one.
Absolutely. I was really surprised by that. Especially again, considering who stars in it.
Yeah.
Compared to who stars here. I'm going to say Kaylee Cuoco cannot act.
She can't.
She doesn't act very well. She's not very good in this movie. I really think that this could have been. I like David Aiello.
I did too.
I liked him, but I think they could have plugged anyone else in for Kaylee Cuoco's spot, and it would have been better.
Yeah.
Someone who could actually do an action scene for the entire action.
Jessica Chastain, didn't she play Ava? And
yeah,
that's who I was thinking when I was watching. She did she would have done better in this role. Somebody like her.
I was thinking of like there's the one girl that ended up being the new Jean Grey in like Apocalypse and all that.
Oh yeah, the girl from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
I could see her in that role.
Oh yeah.
I could see her doing that. She could. I really think it should be someone with red hair. I don't know why, even though Kaylee Cuoco is blonde, I wanted a redhead in this spot. And I think Jessica Chastain's role as Ava would have been perfect.
See, yeah, I don't know why. I was thinking redhead too. It's weird.
Yeah, I was thinking because redheads are scary.
Yeah.
I really think that just the whole, she just doesn't. Kaylee Cuoco does not seem like an assassin to me.
She's not intimidating at all.
Not intimidating. She doesn't, I liked her costumes and the wigs and the stuff that she did and her kind of disguises. And I liked what she did to the old man originally before everything kind of broke down. Because she kind of had him. Yeah. And I liked what she did there. I thought that was pretty cool. Kelly Coco's new show on Peacock too, based on a true story. It has season 1 and I liked it. Okay. What's up, Colin? Good to see you, my friend. And what's up, Jeff?
What's up, Jeff? Didn't I just see you?
Jeff was on KB. Does that mean KB is done? I wonder.
I was on Mega Mike's with Jeff.
Yeah.
It was nice to finally talk to him. Haven't had a chance to chat with him on camera before, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it looks like KB's show is done. So
our crew is coming.
Oh, okay. Yep, the crew is showing up. So yeah.
We love you guys.
Role play. I don't know. I think there's, my thoughts on this are, okay, you're already in disguise. You're supposed to lay low. Why are you going to go to a ritzy hotel? And I mean, I understand you want to spice things up. You want to get a little yum. Go ahead, do that. But find some of the go to some podunk town somewhere.
Yeah. Not New York City.
Not New York City.
Yeah.
At the frickin' Ritz-Carlton or whatever, and do this, go to a Motel 6 in Jersey and do a little by the hour thing and whatever. But yeah, very nice, Rich. I was honored to be.
That was great, man. I had a good time.
Yeah, no, that was fun. You guys had a great show on Monday. I wish I could have been a part of that, but I was on. Gave my support, gave my love. Yeah. But Colin is stream hopping right now. But yeah, let's go to our highlights on role play. This is coming in 4th place, you guys. And all right, so we got a 7 for the trailer for you. Mm-hmm. And then otherwise there's a bunch of 5s and 4s and 3s. So for me, I got 7 for the cast because of who I recognized in the movie. 7 for the trailer. Also, I gave an 8 to the ending because I liked that ending. And then I also gave a 7 to the visuals and a 7 to the subgenre. I liked them going into the different countries and things like that. So I did give some points to the cinematography. But the subgenre, it actually says that it's a comedy first and then an action movie. So I scored it based on action being the subgenre, which is why I thought it wasn't funny at all.
No,
there was no funny parts in it. I didn't laugh at all. Movie. I think David Aiello was the funniest one in there, and it was just because he didn't know what the hell was going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to our final scores. But before we do, Rich, I get the impression that this is not something you would recommend.
No, I would. Okay. I say if it's a Friday night and you ain't got nothing to do, there's no movie in the theaters like there really isn't now. I say grab a bucket of popcorn, pop a microwave popcorn, sit down and watch it. Okay. You might find it enjoyable. Dave found it enjoyable a little bit.
I did.
I found it very boring. But again, all film is subjective. So I won't watch it again. But I would say, hey, if you got nothing to do and there's nothing else to watch, check it out.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this. I think this is worth a watch personally, because it's on Prime. So if you've got Prime, it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
I say go ahead and check it out. There's some good action in it. There's some good family stuff. And I
did not buy her relationship with the kids. It felt very stiff. It was like there's no bond.
No, especially with the older one.
Yeah.
It was the younger one supposedly hers, but I didn't. Yeah. I didn't. It was really the kids were props in the movie.
Yeah.
There really wasn't anything with the kids. The kids were
no
like
chemistry whatsoever.
No, there was no chemistry there. There were a couple scenes, and then they were off with the aunt or whatever, and the rest of it was just the husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was disappointing. I think if the kids had more involvement,
kind of like the Mark Wahlberg movie, was it Family Plan? Where the kids were more involved.
Kids were more involved in that. I mean, but the kids were older. These kids were like 6
true.
and 3 or something like that. They were younger.
The one was older. I think he was like 12, about my daughter's age, probably 12.
Okay, maybe. He just seemed really young to me.
You're just old.
I am really old. What's up, Caveman? Thanks for coming in. Caveman,
you had fun.
Hot off the press from Second Cousin KB show. Dell is also here. What is up, Dell? He was also on KB's channel. I will be checking this one out soon. I think it's worth checking out. I don't think it's great. It's not great by any means, but I think it's worth checking out. There's some good action here, and I think that's what kept me interested. But yeah, the dynamic, I didn't even really, the chemistry between the husband and wife wasn't really there for me. And I really think that's Kaylee Cuoco. I think she was just stiff. She was just not, I don't know. It's not Big Bang Theory. So I haven't seen Flight Attendant. I haven't seen her in anything else.
Yeah.
This,
you ever seen Wedding Ringer with her and Kevin Hart?
No.
I think that's worth checking out. I think it's Wedding Ringer or something like that.
I think that sounds where he's like the dude that people pay to come in and be the best man or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I wasn't interested in seeing it, but and what's up, Miss Caveman? Everybody's saying so yeah, everybody's pouring in now. I love it.
Yeah.
I did enjoy role play, but not a comedy. She was pregnant during the filming, which now that's an interesting thing.
Thanks. I disagree with that. It's your acting has nothing to do with being pregnant, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it does let me know why she didn't do very many action scenes.
Well, yeah, that.
So that makes a lot of sense to me, because that was a disappointment for me, was that she didn't do a whole lot of action. It was just kind of like she walks behind a pillar and somebody's dead and you don't see it. But yeah, I think I wouldn't go chasing after this, but I enjoyed it. I had fun. But it's not as good as the other movies that we watched. Except for Retirement Plan. This Retirement Plan every day and twice on Sunday, but the rest of them, not so much. So let's go to our final scores on Role Play, coming in 4th place, you guys. IMDb is giving this a 5.4. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 23%. Audience score 50%. Rich, you gave it a 48. I gave it a 65 for a total average score of 56.5.
Yeah. I think our next movie, I'm going to guess, because I'm just going in the way I didn't like in the order I didn't like these movies.
Okay.
I'm going to go Ferrari.
Okay. Okay. Everybody's just saying hey to everybody, which I love. You guys are so great in the community. I absolutely love it. But let's take a look at our number 3 movie this week. And I believe this is the one that Rich has gotten wrong.
死因是一氧化碳中毒，导致缺氧窒息身亡。
断肢、挖心，这不是他第一次杀人。
I like this.
I like this too. So this is The Abandoned. And it's on Netflix right now. It's Chinese. And the one thing about this movie that is both good and bad, I think it's a double-edged sword, because there's some people that don't like this. you can only watch it in Mandarin. You do not have a dubbing option. So, and I know some people like Evan and other people would rather watch it dubbed because they don't want to read it. And I totally get that. But this really plays well, and it's a good thriller. It's got an interesting killer. It's got a great method to it. I like the actors in it. I think the acting is really good. There's a drag in the middle. That's the only thing that I didn't care for, is it dragged in the middle quite a bit. Like it was like, okay, let's take this and taffy this out so that we can make it as long as possible. And I don't think they needed that.
Yeah. I think see, I didn't even know there wasn't, because I don't do dubbed. I just do whatever languages it is.
Yeah.
I don't think you would get the emotions.
No.
Especially from the lead detective. There's just no way.
Yeah. No, you don't. And that's, and that's the thing. And or even the rookie. I think she was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was a little young.
She's a little. I mean, I was like, she's got to be 16. Why is she?
That might be some child labor laws, right?
I don't know. Maybe there's I don't know, as a sweat lodge with the cops. I don't know. Or maybe it's just because they're Chinese. They all look young. I know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know what it is. But Rich, great job on Mega Knights. Missed your opportunity to use your Nolan T-shirt line.
I did. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Subbed over dubbed. That's right. Yeah. I'd go subada over dubada. And I was like, okay, and I haven't had anything to drink tonight.
And it's funny when Dave drinks.
It is funny when I drink. But anyway, this was a surprise. We threw this in because we had to move Ferrari and we had to move Beekeeper to next week, and we were shuffling stuff around, so we plugged Abandoned in. And I'm glad we did, bro, because this was good.
It really was. Again,
people bitch. Man, you're one of the other guys I was thinking about with this, because it's not dubbed. People with dyslexia would have a problem with it being subtitled, and that's and there's a lot of dialogue in this. So yeah, but I still think if you I don't think this is for Caveman. I agree. I do believe you should be out on this one, but for other people that can do subbed, this is worth a watch for sure.
Oh yeah. It's not as good as Hunger.
It's not the greatest foreign movie we've seen on Netflix, but
and we got one coming up, bro. If Evan was here, I was gonna say it. I'm glad he's not here. It's already gonna be.
It's already gonna be in your top 5.
The top 10. Top 10.
Top 10. Okay.
I absolutely loved it. It's fantastic. Yeah, but this is middle of the road, but it's still decent. The killer plot kind of took a back seat for me because I want to know more. I was more invested in the detective's pain,
the detective story. What happened to her partner. And what she almost did to herself, right at the beginning, and then to have fate kind of interject. That was cool. I think I liked her story better, but then you've got this great killer in the background, and I've got to admire his artwork. I'm just gonna say that without spoiling it. I've got to admire his artwork because, dude, some people have methods where you're like, oh, okay, that's how you're remembering, but what this guy does is like second to none. I've never seen anybody do this in a thriller with this kind of expertise, and it was definitely surprising.
And
if Rich has 100 movies in his top 5, how many are in his top 10? Oh, dude, it's 50. So it goes half down instead of up. So,
I forgot what I was going to say. He made me forget what I was going to say, Del. Thanks a lot.
Okay, while you're doing that, let me read the synopsis on this. It says, when a mysterious corpse is found in a river, a distressed police officer delves into a string of grisly murders as danger quickly approaches. So yeah, basically she's a seasoned detective. Something happened on the job or something happened with her partner that she was really depressed. She gets this new partner, a very young rookie detective, that's working with her, and then they're trying to solve all these murders and figure out who's doing it. And then,
and I like the reveal. I didn't see that.
I didn't see the reveal. I had to go back and watch it again because I was like, okay, that really surprised me. So I like the reveal. I like the killer. I liked how it happened there at the end.
And it has this movie has good closure.
Yeah.
Not the movie, and for the character, the detective. She gets you can see she lets go of something.
Yeah. And for the rookie who something happens to her. But I liked her closure too, how she grew as the movie progressed. Matured in her abilities. And I thought that was really neat. I really love the character development here. This was one of my favorite parts about this is how they develop the characters, as opposed to focusing so much on the killer and what the killer was doing. It was focusing on, the detectives and the other characters, and the killer and what was going on was really kind of a backdrop or a subplot.
Yeah.
As they were working through their own demons. And I dug it. I thought that was cool.
I think for me at least, don't sleep on foreign films on Netflix, guys. That I know people bitch about Netflix and all the movies they just throw on there, but they got some good foreign. But I'm starting to realize I'm in Asian foreign films more than I have like the Germans, the Spanish, whatever it is. I feel like I score the Asian movies higher. Not even the new ones. Like, what was that one you made me watch that I absolutely loved?
That I Saw the Devil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just ever seems like those are the movies that I'm scoring.
Like, dude, that movie is so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I mean, I've always been like that. So I've always preferred Asian cinema to others. There's some like French stuff that I really like. There's some German stuff that I really like, but consistently it's mainly Korean. I love Korean cinema. For
me, it started with Parasite with Bong Joon-ho, and then you introduced me to some of these other with the show we do for it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like Hunger from last year.
Dude, and that was Thai. I didn't expect that. That was really good. Hunger was so good. I'm glad that's in the award show tomorrow.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah. So let's go to our highlights for The Abandoned, coming in third place. Let's see. Rich, you have acting as a 9, and then you have 8s for story, genre, and subgenre. So it's a crime thriller. So thriller is the genre, crime is the subgenre. And then you gave 7s to the trailer and the ending. I am almost score for score with you. I gave a 9 to the acting, also 8 to the story, 8 to the genre, and then I gave 7s to the trailer and ending. So
I love it when our scores are really close.
Our scores are really close. I mean, unbelievably close. Well, let's go to our final scores on Abandon, you guys. And I'm just gonna say, I think this is definitely worth a watch if you can do subtitles, because you do not have a dubbing option. But it's a good thriller. It's a solid movie. I do think it's a one and done. I don't know if I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
Because I got it. I know who the killer is. I got the reveal. I got the I got the twist. I got the closure that I wanted. So I was like, good. I can go. That was great. Like eating a really good dinner that I don't need to go to that restaurant for a while. But yeah, let's go to our final scores on The Abandoned, coming in third place. I'm giving this a 6.4. Rotten Tomatoes critic score that had only one review, so no score there, but the audience score was 64. Rich and I both gave it a 67. Total average score 67. So
awesome.
We're right there with everybody.
That's what I like it when our scores are really close.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Check
before we got I think this is worth checking out. Before we go any further, we have a giveaway, you guys. We've got 12 people on live right now. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. Subscribe to both channels if you haven't. But just remember that the 4K Lowdown has rebranded to the Faces for Radio. So, but you can still find the 4K Lowdown under both the 4K Lowdown and at Faces for Radio. So,
and if you try to go to the Instagram page to hit the link in the Instagram page, it's broken. It doesn't work. I wonder if it's because he switched it. Because I tried to copy and paste it to do something and the link didn't work. So we need to fix that. I meant to say something earlier and I forgot. Just as you said that, I remembered.
Oh, well, the link to Instagram is at faces.for.radio.
No, I mean the link in the Instagram page for the YouTube channel. That's what I'm talking about. I guess I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because that's probably sitting with an at the 4K Lowdown instead of the 4K Lowdown. So yeah, I'll double check that and make sure that's fixed. But thank you, I appreciate that. Anyway, so we are giving away a digital code tonight for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And this is courtesy of Rich, so big thanks to Rich. So I'm going to put it up on the screen, and the first one that grabs it can get it. Here we go. Okay. So dude, we've got 2 more movies left. Which do you think is going to be our number 2 tonight?
Ferrari.
You think it's going to be Ferrari?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a safe bet. But as we go forward, we've got a really big show tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, we do.
So tomorrow night, you guys, is the GFR Awards. That's the Geeks with Faces for Radio Awards. This is our 2nd annual awards where we come together with Alex and Nate from Geeks and Flicks, and we went through our nominations on Instagram a couple weeks ago. And basically each of us nominate one movie for each category, and we can only nominate one movie for the entire thing. So a movie cannot be nominated more than 4 times. It can't be nominated more than once for the same category, yada, yada, yada. So that means a lot of movies ended up getting nominated, so we can show some love to some of the great movies that have come out in 2023. But the award show is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And basically the deal is you guys go on the Faces for Radio YouTube channel. That's at Faces, the number 4 radio, or you can do YouTube / the 4K Lowdown and get to that page. But when you're on the Faces for Radio YouTube channel, that's where the voting is. So I will do a poll for each category, and the votes will choose the winner.
Yeah.
For each category, just like we did last year. If you guys were involved last year, we had a great show last year. I hope to even have more people on this year.
Yeah, so you guys go out. We need your help promoting. We would love for you guys to share. We'll put out some promotions tomorrow morning. I know I will. So I need you guys to go out, share the hell out of it.
Right on, Corey.
Awesome, Corey. Well, you're welcome, buddy. So we need your help to promote it. So
the link is, if you go to the YouTube channel, the thing's already scheduled. You can go there, copy the link, please, share it to anybody you can. If you want, I will be happy to send you a thumbnail if you want to do it that way. And Jay just missed it. Sorry, buddy. Me and you must have been doing it at the same time. So Jeff almost got it too. Corey wins. Corey and his 5 shirts, he actually got through it faster than anyone else. But dude,
a little give back to you guys for always being loyal to us.
We're gonna do whatever we can, and then I'm hoping to do more giveaways, even in the physical range later on. But that'll be after we can monetize and do stuff like that. We're gonna do some more giveaways. But if we get duplicate codes or codes that we can give out, we will do that as often as we can. All right. So Rich says that our number 2 movie is Ferrari this week. It's all love. That's right. Let's take a look at our number 2 movie this week.
Well, half the cards are in my hand.
What do you want me to say? I must ask my wife for permission?
Yes, you can say that.
Yes, you can say that. Ferrari is our number 2 movie this week. This is in theaters right now. What are your thoughts on this?
I didn't like it. Was a well-made movie. I was bored to death. I fell asleep a couple times during this. I am a huge Adam Driver fan. I didn't think he was good in this. That's part of it was Penelope Cruz. I felt like you had to know the story of these people to get this movie. It was not for me.
Interesting. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. I did think it was slow. It was long.
Oh, it's freaking forever. Hey, get out of
It's really funny because so it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, and it does seem like it's like 2.5 at least. We're gonna start a GoFundMe for more shirts for Corey. Yep.
It's cool here in Iowa.
And, dude, so I do not like Adam Driver. I do not like Penelope Cruz.
The one person in this too.
The one person I do like is Shailene Woodley, and she was awful. She was absolutely. She cannot do an Italian accent to save her life. She had no business being in this film. Penelope Cruz was awesome.
Yeah,
I would.
She's the best part.
I would love to see a supporting actress nomination for her for this. I think it was fantastic.
I agree, but there's just no way.
This movie just wasn't good enough. Yeah. It's like you get Leo DiCaprio in J. Edgar, which he was fantastic in J. Edgar, but the movie sucked. So you're not going to get an Oscar nomination. I don't think this will show up in the Oscars at all. No. Unfortunately, it's going to get snubbed completely. I don't think, but I think it's deserving to get snubbed. I don't think it should be nominated for anything. But if anything does come out of this, Penelope Cruz should get a nomination. That would be the only thing that I would recommend here. Is watching Ford v Ferrari enough of an intro to this story? I'm going to get to that in just a second. I have not seen that, but I enjoyed Ford v. Okay, so here was the thing. When Rich and I talked about this, I was like, I treated this as a prequel to Ford v Ferrari because this happens before that movie in the timeline. So the whole thing with Le Mans and the Ford v Ferrari when Shelby beat the Ferrari, that was like 60s, like 66 or something like that. But this happens in like 57.
Yeah.
So this is a prequel. So I didn't have a whole lot of knowledge of Ferrari before, but I took my knowledge from what I learned from Ford v Ferrari and I brought it into this, and I was able to kind of follow along with what was going on. I will say that, I am a person who does not like to see infidelity in the movies, and that it starts out like it right out of the gate.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was wondering how you were going to feel about that.
So I was like, oh God, with her? I'm like, but I'm going, okay, that's fine. whatever. I know this is supposed to be based on a true story. Great. But I love Penelope Cruz in this. I did like the story. Although brutal, there is a brutal accident in this movie that I'm just gonna say made the movie for me because I was like,
that's the best part of the movie.
Shit.
That was the best part.
It just took too long to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who doesn't like Penelope Cruz doesn't like themselves. Yeah. Well, then you know me really well, Dale. Make sure you hit the like for both channels. I said that, caveman, but thank you so much for reinforcing it for us. I appreciate that. But no, I'm not a Penelope Cruz fan. I've never.
I liked her in this,
but I liked her in this.
In Vanilla Sky.
Yeah, I did not like Vanilla Sky at all.
But you don't.
Yeah,
and I like her in Spanglish.
I didn't like Spanglish either. But I really like her in this movie, and I even liked Adam Driver, and I think he was great.
I didn't,
but I tolerated him in this movie, and I usually do not like him at all, except for Black Klansman. Absolutely love him in that.
You don't like him as Kylo Ren?
No, he's a fucking brat. And
I love him as Kylo Ren.
He's a prick. I wouldn't get too confused if I had 5. I don't know. Yeah, Corey probably wouldn't get anything done. Wait a minute, I got 10 shirts now. I don't know what to do. But yeah, I.
What about A Marriage Story? You like him in Marriage Story?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen that movie?
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh man, that hits my gut. It hits me in the heart. Oh, the movie makes me cry. Him and Scarlett Johansson. Oh, fantastic.
Yep. Nope. I didn't even know Scarlett Johansson was in it. But like I said, I liked it. I think this is worth seeing. I don't think it's worth chasing after in the theater. But I think it's worth watching.
If you like cars,
yeah. I mean, until Ford v Ferrari, I wasn't really much of a car movie fan.
Ford vs Ferrari is awesome.
Taylor, you're chatting on Rich's channel. Yeah, he is. I can tell he's on Rich's channel. Seriously speaking, Cruz is generally much better in Spanish language movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, what's up, Movie Hunter?
Movie Hunter.
But
it's a good movie poster. I will give it that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think all in all, I think this is worth a watch. Rich was bored. But I think it's well done. You are late, Nate.
What's up, Nate?
Nate, good to see you, my brother. Oh, recording the podcast. Gotcha. Okay.
Can't wait to chat tomorrow.
Can't wait for tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Nate is one half of the other team that's going to be joining us tomorrow night, which is going to be epic. I can't wait. I'm excited. I've got all that stuff built, so I'm hoping to create like animations for the winners and do this whole big outro with the I forgot what I was gonna say, with the like recap of everything that happened, all the awards. So I'm hoping it turns out really good.
Yeah, it'll be fun no matter what.
Sorry I wasn't here. I guessed when you mentioned it, and I commented on Rich's channel.
It's okay.
That's okay, bro.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna have some fun. That's right. It's gonna be awesome. Hope it's better than Lamborghini was bad.
I've never seen Lamborghini.
I did not like Lamborghini at all, man. I think I shut that off. I don't think I finished it. I thought that was just because I don't really care for car movies. Until Ford v Ferrari, not a car movie fan. I didn't care for Days of Thunder. I didn't.
Days of Thunder's really not that good.
No,
I just rewatched it. The first movie of the year.
Yeah, there's that one it was called Driven or something with Sylvester Stallone, and
I enjoyed that one. I ain't gonna lie.
That was okay, but I don't know. But yeah, love the interaction here. Let's go to our highlights for Ferrari. Coming in second place this week. Rich, you gave the cast a 10, and you gave an 8 to the visuals, and 7 to the trailer and to the sound. Then a few 6s. I gave an 8 to the cast, 8 to the acting, 9 to the ending, 8 to the story, 9 to the visuals, 9 to direction, 9 to the genre. So yeah, I did like this movie a little bit.
You did.
I did, but no 10s. I didn't throw a 10 in here at all because I didn't think it was worth a 10 anywhere. Not even for cast, because there were guys that I was like, I know that guy, but I can't remember his name. Lamborghini was about a bunch of tractors. All right, let's go to our final scores on Ferrari. Coming in second place, you guys. No Love for Cannonball Run.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Cannonball Run's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's Burt Reynolds. It is what it is.
It's it's Dom DeLuise and all that. Stuntman Stew. More like Fertilizer. Have you seen Rush with? I have not seen Rush.
I haven't seen that yet. I tell my list to watch at one point.
Yeah. All right, let's go to our final scores on Ferrari. Coming in second place, you guys. IMDb is giving this a 6.8. Rotten Tomatoes critic score 72. Audience score 73. Rich, you gave it a 64. I gave it a 79 for an average score of 71.5.
Yeah.
It's silly, but it's fun. Yes, it is. It must be said, Shailene Woodley's Italian accent was horrible. Yep.
Yeah.
We did that. Oh yeah. That was my biggest pet peeve, where I was like, okay, is she an American in the movie? And I'm like, oh no, she's trying to be Italian. Ooh, it wasn't Tom Hanks's Geppetto.
Oh, that was
I'm a Mario. No, it's a no. It was bad. Her Italian accent. It was never there. It was just she was an American trying to put some Italian in, she's Italian seasoning in her sauce out of a can. That's what she was doing. That's as close as she came to being Italian. I second the recommendation for Rush. Okay, cool.
I would
that might be something we check out. Ooh, that would be an interesting show. I really loved Driving, especially the car chase.
Yeah, I did. I agree.
Cracking the manhole covers off the road as they sped over them. I don't think I've seen that. We got a third recommendation for Rush.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, wait. Was that the one with because it was Chris Hemsworth and it was the dude that plays Baron Zemo.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I know Chris Hemsworth's in it.
Where they're like the two rivals. I remember the rivals in the 70s where they were always against each other, the German guy and the British guy. Is that what we're talking about? If that's the one, then yes, I have seen that, and yes, I did like that. I gotta look now. I'm sure that's the one.
No clue.
Daniel Bruhl, that's his name. Yes, that's the one. The rival between James Hunt and Niki Lauda. Yes, that's the one. Yes, I have seen that. That is fantastic. I absolutely agree. I liked it. Directed by Ron Howard. Yes.
It was okay.
It was okay. Daniel Bruhl. Yes, that sounds like the one. Yes.
So I'm the one that needs to see this.
He needs to see that. I have seen that, but I forgot the title until it started to come back to me when you guys are recommending it and talking about it. And I'm like, wait, that is the one I remember. And I did like that a lot. Thanks, Del. All right, we got one movie left. Let's take a look at our number one movie this week. And I got to tell you guys, this was a surprise for me.
Me too. I had very low expectations.
Me too. Check this out.
Taking the gold.
We're taking the plane. The whole plane?
It's kind of hard to take half a plane.
Nice.
This is Lift, you guys, on Netflix. And I really like this.
Me too. This is I like Kevin Hart in this.
I like Kevin Hart in this too.
Stupid.
No. he
really liked him in this.
I'm going, okay, there is no way that he should be the leader of anything. He should be the guy carrying the backpack. That's how I see him from Jumanji. I see him as the guy carrying the backpack. But he actually did pretty good in this. Car racing and car chasing films. Yeah, racing films, those are the ones that I generally don't care for. Chasing, that's like Thieves and stuff, Gone in 60 Seconds. I love that stuff. Would be a great topic for a stream. It's sounding like it'll be a great topic for a stream.
Maybe a high five.
Maybe we do a top 10 or a high five racing movies. But I'm thinking we get a panel for a high five.
Well, that'd be fun.
And doing some stuff. Instead of just having one person, have a bunch of people do theirs, but they still have to score them.
Yeah.
In our format. Maybe. We'll see about that. But anyway, you guys,
it's got a good cast too, a good supporting cast.
It's got a good cast. This is actually an action comedy that is funny.
Yeah.
And it's got good action in it.
And beautiful women. I ain't gonna lie.
No, some cute girls. I agree. Where's the bromance? The Rock and I don't know. Maybe he's the plane. I don't know. That Rock. I did not see the Rock in this movie at all.
This was fun.
This was good. I enjoyed this.
I put my phone down the whole time watching this movie. I wasn't bored. Yeah, definitely, guys, see this movie if you have Netflix. Yeah, and who doesn't?
I really like this. This is from the same director who directed The Italian Job.
Oh, was it really?
Yep. And I was like, dude. And it plays a lot like The Italian Job.
No, you say it. Yeah.
So let's read the synopsis on it. It says, follows a master thief and his Interpol agent ex-girlfriend who team up to steal $500 million in gold bullion being transferred on an A380 passenger flight. Vincent D'Onofrio's in this, Sam Worthington. It's got a good cast. John Reno is in this. But yeah, I really like his team. Who's that dude? I'm trying to remember. Is that Billy Magnuson? He's the Joker of the group. The safecracker.
Yeah, he reminded me of the one from the zombie movie. I was like, yeah, the same dude from the Zack Snyder zombie movie.
Oh no.
It just reminded me of when I was watching it. And I had to look, and it wasn't him.
Yeah. No, he did. I know he was in No Time to Die. He was in Game Night. That's what I remember him in. With Jason Bateman. So you gotta love it, right?
Yeah, I didn't recognize it. He's one of the people I didn't recognize.
Yeah, but no, I recognized him, but I just didn't know his name. It was funny when they interviewed the cast, and I watched a special feature where they interviewed all the cast, and one of the questions they asked the cast was, which one of the cast members would you actually do a heist with? And everybody picked him.
He was funny in this.
He was funny. I liked him.
Mm-hmm.
He was all trying to go, yay, let's everybody put her hand in. Oh no, we're not doing that. But no. Kevin Hart was subdued. He wasn't an idiot. He wasn't obnoxious. He actually played the leader role pretty well.
And his action scenes were great.
His action scenes were good, and he wasn't kicking like super ass either because he's 5'3", but he got a sandwich.
Yeah.
And then his Interpol ex-girlfriend would come and save him. but it worked.
It did.
I really enjoyed this. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, the critics are shitting on this movie, but don't sleep on this because this was way better than I thought. In fact, I know that the rating has actually gone up since I did the outro, so it's actually better.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
But it's taking a lot of, it's going to take a lot, but a lot of people just came in out of the gate going, no, this movie's going to suck because it's Kevin Hart. But dude, and I thought it was going to suck.
Me too. We both did.
I was like, Kevin Hart's going to be the leader? Oh God, this is going to be horrible.
And the special effects in it are great.
Yeah, they're way better than, way better than anything else we watched.
This almost seems like this was going to get a theater release, and Netflix swooped in and bought it. This doesn't feel like a Netflix original.
This does not feel like something that was supposed to go just straight to Netflix.
Yeah.
No, I really like this.
Like maybe a studio had cold feet and like, okay, we're going to sell it too.
I do hope this gets a physical release. This is going to be a question that I'm going to ask here at the end of the show, because I'm going to add a new segment to our show. Really enjoyed Lift, hoping it'll take some heat off Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams crap. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm staying out of that. I'm not even paying attention to that stuff. I'm paying more attention to the aliens in Miami than I am.
Or the freaking David Grush had talked to some interesting senators this week, and they came out and they're like, "Yeah, something's there."
Yeah. Well, and are you talking about the aliens or
no? No, David Grush is the whistleblower that just came out.
Oh,
and he had another meeting with some congressional people and behind closed doors where he could talk about classified stuff, and the senators are like, yeah, we need to have some more hearings. So that's very positive. I keep my ear to the ground to that stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you got a good show about aliens coming up on Spirits of Spirits on Friday.
Yep. So yeah, this Friday is our first alien event show. So we're going to be reviewing alien,
not illegals,
not illegals, but extraterrestrial events, UFO sightings, things like that, the famous ones. We're going to go through, talk about what evidence was recovered, the cover-up that happened, what may or may not have been declassified, things like that, whatever we can find, and then we're going to review them. And this Friday, our first episode, we're going to be talking about the Phoenix Lights.
Yeah.
The incident that happened in 1997, and we're going to go through that and discuss it. And on Scare Network TV, our first episode for them, for this segment, we're going to talk about the Roswell incident. So a couple of really good things to start off.
It's kind of right on target too with what's going on in the real world. I mean, because everything's forefront with aliens and the secrecy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Everything's kind of coming to a head. Stuff's being declassified.
Mm-hmm.
Things are being seen. Like the thing that's happened in Miami is like huge right now. Nobody knows what the heck's going on. And now the thing that's happened in Brazil, with these aliens that are apparently the same size and look similar to the ones that were spotted in Miami. So yeah, we're going to talk about it.
I can't wait, man. I'm going to definitely be in the chat on that one.
Yeah. Jeff's like, aliens? Yes. Keeping your ear to the ground, Rich, reminds me of a joke.
Everything reminds you of a joke, man. You're a joke machine.
We get a joke every day from you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I really need it. It's just like, you know what? I need a joke from Caveman, and then one shows up. But yeah, let's go to our highlights on Lift coming in first place. But yeah, huge surprise. So, Rich, you had a 10 for the cast, and then you had 8 for the acting, ending, story, and then 7s for the trailer, visuals, direction, and sound. I'm sorry, 8 for the genre as well. I have a 10 for the cast. I have 8 for the trailer and the ending. I have a 9 for the sound. I have 7s for the story and visuals, and then a 7 for the subgenre. I actually thought it was really funny.
Yeah. It wasn't. It's hard to explain. I don't like comedy. Everybody knows I don't.
Yeah, I don't like. You don't like comedies at all. So, but it wasn't forced. It wasn't your Kevin Hart forced down your throat comedy. So great movie to watch in preparation for Aliens discussion is called Hangar 18 on YouTube.
I have it on my Voodoo. That's a good movie.
Wasn't there a song called "It's No Fun Being a It's No Fun Being an Illegal Alien"? Yes, I know that song. And I bet none of these aliens got locked in a broom closet. Dumbass. All right, let's go to our final scores on Lift coming in first place, you guys. And yeah, I definitely think this is worth seeing on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
IMDb is giving this a 5.4. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 30%. Audience score 34%. Like I said, I'm seeing Rotten Tomatoes shit on this. Rich, you gave it a 76. I gave it a 74 for a total average score of 75. Well-deserved number one here.
Yeah. And remember, I don't like comedies, and I gave it a 76.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Phil Collins. And that song would not fly nowadays. All right.
This was a fun show.
This was a good show. All right. So we're going to play a new segment that I brought in. It's called Buy, Borrow, or Bail, where we're going to take our top 3 movies and pick which one, if it got a physical release, we would buy first, and then which one we would borrow, meaning watch one time and that's it, or bail, meaning not watch at all. So, Rich, I'm going to go to you between The Abandoned, Ferrari, and Lift. Buy, borrow, or bail. Which one do you got?
I'm going to buy Lift.
Okay. And which one are you going to borrow?
Abandoned.
Okay. And then you're bailing on Ferrari.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genesis. That's right. When he was with Genesis. Elton John got an EGOT, by the way. Nice. I am okay. Although Ferrari got my highest score, but I think I could do without that more than the rest of them. So I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to actually choose Lift as my buy and Abandon as my borrow, because I think that was worth a watch. And then Ferrari will be my bail, because even though I thought quality wise it was the best movie out of the bunch, I could live without it. I wouldn't have had a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that every week, where we're like,
I like that segment. Okay. I didn't know he was going to do it, so it was nice.
I know, it was a surprise. I thought I was surprised. I was going to say, hey, Rich, I'm going to do a new segment. I'm like, no, I'm just going to surprise him with it.
I like that.
All right. Before we sign out and talk about what's going on next week, I want to talk about Spotify for podcasting, because they are taking the audio portion of this live stream and putting it out on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Castbox, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. They do it all for free. They give us sponsors. They give us more sponsors once we get more followers. So if you guys haven't already, please go to Spotify. Give us a follow on there. I think we're coming close to the 30 mark. I know we've got to be over 100 before they give us more sponsors.
Shit.
Oh, shit. All right. Celebrate.
Yeah. Hey, we got 30. That's funny.
Awesome. We can all live without a Ferrari. That's right.
Yeah.
No midlife crisis for me, brother. I already had my midlife crisis at 30, so I'm good. I'm ready for retirement. All right. So before we get to our show next week, again, tomorrow we have a big show, and I really want you guys to be there for our Geeks with Faces for Radio Award, 7 p.m. Pacific tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. You guys, if you get a chance, come over to the Faces for Radio YouTube channel so you can cast your votes. We're going to start with Best Documentary of the Year, and we're going to work our way up to our Movie of the Year. Hopefully have a great show. I'd love to get a whole bunch of votes in. It'll be really awesome to see you guys.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to put up a thing on my Instagram stories. So I need you guys, please, to help share it so we can get to everybody that if they can join. Pimp us out, please.
Yeah. I don't think any of us can afford to live with a Ferrari. No. Who needs to do 140 when it's not in the shop? It's kitty cat time.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, guys, after this show, we're going to go live on Instagram. Hopefully, depending on how my internet works. And just, we're going to shoot shit, talk about shows that are coming up, especially the award show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you guys want to jump in on us with over there, not jump on us, but jump over there with us.
Yeah. Please not on us.
No, please not on us. We're delicate.
Yeah, we're old.
We're old and brittle. But But what have we got going on next week?
Oh shit! Let me pull that up. I forgot. I was engrossed. Let me pull my list up. Next week, we got some movies, as always. We got Society of Snow on Netflix. I've already watched it, and yeah, I really liked it a lot. We got
too late. I'm jumping. Oh shit.
We got Foe on Prime Video. From the Ashes on Netflix.
Yep.
What Happened at 625 Road, which is on VOD. And we got the
It's River Road. What Happened at 625 River Road?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cut it short on my.
You cut it short because of the number of characters. I get it. I just want to make sure everybody knows that
thank
the
you.
full title.
And we got the awesome action movie, The Beekeeper. You know, we kind of made a mistake last week, and we had a bunch of theater movies and we kind of realized we need to spread those out instead of having them all like what impacted show. So that's what we're going to kind of do is spread the theaters, so we're not having like 5 all theater movies all at once.
Someone earlier said no more snow.
Yeah,
and then we're going to bring Society of Snow next week. Yeah, sorry, but you know,
Rich, I'm telling you right now, guys. Spoiler alert: that movie's fantastic.
I can't wait to watch it. It's a Spanish film. I'm looking forward to watching it. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, it's definitely going to happen soon.
Yeah. If you've seen it live, I think that's what it's called, right?
And I believe we're going to have a special guest next week.
Stacy?
Yeah. So Stacy, making a blockbuster night, is going to join us on By the Numbers next week.
Awesome.
Because he's watching the shows. He's going to score them. I'm going to hit him up, make sure he's ready. But he's going to join us next Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to that. Stacy's going to be on the show. Schedule change, so he's got some free time on Wednesday nights. So yeah, he's going to join us next week. It's going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, we are. Special guest. Oh, also, next Thursday, we have our first high five of the year, family-friendly movies theme, with Movie Buff Grant is going to be our guest. Hopefully, my granddaughter will be joining us. She is going to be watching the movies with me because we have her this weekend, but my daughter and granddaughter have moved out, so I don't have them here anymore. So I don't know if I'll have Piper for the movies and try to get her thoughts on them, and I'll try to get those recorded for the show so that I will at least have a cameo of her somehow. I hope.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And Grant says he has a special surprise for us at the show.
Oh, I'm looking forward to chatting with him. He's such a nice guy. It'll be fun. No more snow, right? I think we're supposed to get another 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 inches.
He mentioned it on the Gen X show. Stacy did. Okay, cool, awesome. I just want to. You have to borrow her, Dave. I'm going to try, Brian. I'm going to try. I don't think it'll be a problem if I take her. If I just say, hey, give me the granddaughter, and you can come and pick her up on Friday, or for Thursday, or Friday. But yeah, she's gonna be like, I'll either have to keep her for the rest of the weekend, which is still okay, or I won't be able to have her on Thursday, but I'll have her this weekend for sure to watch the movie, and I'll see if I can get her thoughts. I'm gonna put her on camera with her own headset and stuff, and see if I can get her thoughts on those movies. So at the very least, we'll have some cameo spots for her.
Yeah.
Dave, I know you're a football fan. Bye Bye Barry is a good doc on Barry Sanders. I think it's on Prime. I don't think I've seen that yet, but I have.
What year did it come out? Is it new?
Yeah. If it's new, we'll put it on our list.
Yeah.
And watch it. Let me look.
Yeah, look it up. Thanks, Del. Hopefully it's new. Because we have a couple of documentaries on our schedule. I just watched BitCon on Netflix today while I sat in the car waiting for my daughter's volleyball practice to be over. And I really dug that.
It says 2023.
And we also got, at the end of the month, we have an Oscar prediction show coming up. Which I'm looking forward to that. Because there's
it came out on the 21st of November.
Oh, okay. It's not new.
So yeah, it's not. It's
doesn't
not
hit our criteria.
Not quite new enough. Yeah, we're trying to, within a month of them being released is when we want to see them, but either physical or streaming or whatever. So if we get a physical release at some point of that, then we can re-up it and put it on the show. Yep, good doc, came out Thanksgiving, right? Did Bull make a show date in February?
Bull, what's Bull? I don't have it on the schedule for February, and let me check because we watch a lot of movies.
Oh, is that UK one?
Oh no, but what year did it come out and how?
It was 2021, but it was recently released. It's on Showtime.
So Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're booked for all of the rest of February. And once Netflix, all the streaming start releasing their full schedules, we'll start plugging in some for March. Because the first half of the year is slim pickings. We're about to have to do some porn reviews here. And
what? Speaking of porn, yeah, I remember you talking about that. How dare they move out and take our granddaughter? Right? Son of a bitch. But yeah, no, she was here today and she was not happy that she had to leave. She was not happy. But yeah, it's UK. I remember K-Man recommending it to us before. But
I remember that now.
I think I don't know about the window of when it was released. Because every time I try to find it on Paramount Plus, I keep getting the series, the thing with Michael Weatherly.
Yeah. But anyway, if you guys want to hop on with us,
is that the title of a documentary?
He's probably talking about the Barry Sanders one.
The Barry Sanders one, yeah, I know that one is 2023. But yeah, it unfortunately got released in November on Prime. So it's a few months old. I wish we could have caught it at the end of the year because he makes me watch baseball fucking documentaries all the time. And I never make him watch a football one.
Yeah, we watch football movies, and I like football movies.
You like football movies, but I've never made you watch a football documentary.
That's true. That is true.
You make me watch baseball like that freaking minor league one with the dude. I can't remember the name of it.
Charlie Day in it.
Yeah, with the girl that that had the blindness thing and stuff. Porn that got my attention. So yeah, no. Speaking of porn, it's not really porn, but yeah, we've been getting desperate enough to where, and something that we've actually wanted to do is we're starting to review movies for Scare Network TV.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be bringing in some of their paranormal documentaries and some of their shows and review them, the new ones, when they come out. And we've got the Bel Air House coming up, and Demon Castle is another one probably in the next month or so, where we're going to be reviewing that as well. But just to let you guys know that Scare Network TV has a free subscription service with ads. So if you guys want to watch these shows too, you can just go to scarenetwork.tv, create a subscription. Like I said, it's free coming out of the gate, but you get ads. And really, there's hardly any ads because there's not very many people on there yet. Once they get enough people watching at the same time, then you start seeing ads.
Yeah.
So for right now, even with the free subscription, there's no ads.
You go give them some love and support.
Yeah. Speaking of love, my number 2 son David just gave us love on Facebook. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
But yeah, so you guys, scarenetwork.tv, get your subscription in. They've got horror movies, they got true crime, they've got paranormal documentaries, they've got monster movies. That's their niche. They stick stick to that kind of stuff.
But most
And then-
importantly, they have Spirits with Spirits.
They have Spirits with Spirit. They have our podcast on the show, John and I. And John and I are just getting ready to do our 100th episode.
That's
together.
fucking awesome.
And that'll be February 2nd, and I will be in Colorado in his house. We'll be side by side for our 100th episode. It's gonna be awesome.
And we're going live, or we're going on a Monday that week. It's there.
I timed it for that, Corey. That's exactly why I did it. Well, even if it doesn't make your show, I highly recommend watching Bull, and I will.
I'll keep it on my to watch list.
Yeah. Hey, party people, look at that. I just pop in after having dinner with the fam, and Jay is talking porn. What have I missed? You have missed everything, Huck, but it's good to see you, my friend. Huckster is in the house. Yeah, everybody's saying, hey. Love it. But yeah, you missed all the good talk about porn. So
catch us over on Instagram in about 10 minutes, 20 minutes, because I gotta get out of these pants. I need to put my sweatpants back on. I just want to get my pajama pants on.
it's time for pajama pants.
Yeah.
And Ben, there you are.
What's up, Evan?
Man, all right, catch the replay, brother. I appreciate that. Dell, thank you so much. We are getting. I hope to see you tomorrow night, even for a little bit. Would mean the world to us. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I think we're about out of here. Anything else you want to say before we take off?
No, yes. Actually, I want to thank you guys. Thank our chat, our community, just for being loyal, man. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Yeah, I second that emotion, and you guys, thank you so much for coming over to us live. I want to thank everybody that watches us on the replay. But for myself, Dave, and my buddy Rich, Faces for Radio podcast is going to sign off for tonight. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow night for the Geeks with Faces for Radio Awards. Until then, be safe, God bless, and we'll see you next time on the Faces for Radio podcast.
Take care.